are you doing tonight? Okay, we're trying out some new software. So the only problem I saw thus far is you can't create um, the show ahead of time. It does for some reason. I don't know why. That just doesn't show to me. Anyway, I'm gonna get a little dizzy. I'm looking at three different screens, but it seems to be working, and hopefully, this is going to be a lot clearer for you. Okay, here we go. Um, so okay, so I see we have a Miss Martha. I think Holly came into the wrong live. She must have left her. She's still here. Hey Martha, Shirley, Barbara, Bo, Jean, um, Tiffany. Hi, Shirley. Hey Jude, how are you? Okay, and I got Shirley. Okay, so first off, let me go ahead and explain what the Mystic album is. And, well, I'm gonna wait for a few minutes until a couple more people come in. Um, but just whoever joined me for the live for New Year's Eve, I have not finished the bell. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I've not finished it. Um, but I'm gonna paint it. I got some chalk paint because I decided to, instead of chalk paint, I was going to do acrylic paint and make it look old and rusted. It's going to be an old rusted bell. I have the bell in here, but this is what it looks like now. I may add a few more things on it around here, but this is what it started like. So, and I forgot to give it away, so it's still available for giveaway. Yay! Too much going on. Hey Lorna, how are you doing? Hey Joanne. Hey June. Okay, so I'm also going to attempt to bring somebody on once I see Talise. And we'll probably switch off and see if it works for different people so I'll know who it's going to work for. Okay, so I don't know if y'all remember. I did do an estate sale. Oh, wait a minute. Are you hearing me okay? Am I loud enough? Thank you, Joanne. I know that bell. I was like, and it was only like $1.50. It was like 70% off. Is that Design World? A closeout. Okay, so I don't know if y'all remember. I did an estate sale. And, let me zoom this out. Look how smooth that zooms. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. But I had all those pictures. I know Lorna remembers because she's been coveting these. I have to see the journal. You have to. Okay, I'm gonna get it. So anyway, I think it pulled it out. Yeah. So it's this lady. Her name is Anne. So these are all the old pictures I got. I still haven't even got through this. I'm beginning my junk journal journey. Oh, that rhymed. JJJ. Junk journal journey. Say that real fast 3 times. Oh my God, I sound like a frog. Okay. So in that packet that the lady gave me, I paid for. It's supposed to be 1 packet of pictures. The lady sent me like 6 packets of pictures. And in it, they had a junk journal. And let me get a little closer. So I'm going to zoom back in. And so it is, and it's on the front. And it says Mystic Journal. Now, they spelled it MISTIC album. But we are going to make it like a junk journal type. Hi, Miss June. Yes, they are awesome. I am going to get to it eventually. So I think it was put in backwards. I'm not sure. Anyway, so the Mystic Journal, what it does is that, and it is old because it's already fallen apart. it looks like they used book tape to bind it, and they sewed it in. So they sewed it into, I think they just sewed it between here. So on this one, what you do is you open it up, and there is, and I'm all out. There we go. I'm gonna move this over too because I can't see too far. Excuse me. So, and then there's a little message in there. So what I gathered, and I went through all the messages, is that when they graduated from high school or college, they made these little mystic albums. And so on the page it says, to my little kitty, because that was her name, but her name was Anne. He said, to be opened on the first day that you arrive on June vacation. And then it says who it's from, Florence. And then it has, a whole bunch of pages and then different things. So then when you open it up, there's a little message in there. And it says, I have a little kitty, and her last name is, and I can't remember her, I'm not going to say her last name, but it says, and when we will say farewell, my kitty won't meow, or something like that. And then it says, your friend, your schoolmate, Florence. So I'm thinking, oh, yes. Yeah, I'm about to scan these, Tiffany. So when I do, I'll send them to you as soon as I get around to that one. But I'm pulling out my scanner, so hopefully it'll be soon. So what I'm thinking of, and it's going to be a little bit different. We are going to do the same thing, but we're going to junk journal it. So I'm thinking that on the front page, where you say it to be opened, you can write whatever message. You can put ephemera. You can put a pocket, and then put a tag in the pocket. And then when they pull it out, I'm figuring, and I'm just going to go with the first one, to be open when you go to Michael's. Because we know everybody goes to Michael's that's in this chat, and whoever is lurking in the background. We know you're at Michael's a lot. I am too. So, and then on the inside, you can decorate so it's going to have to be done in corners or patches. And then you can put a pocket here and a little tag in there and say what you want them to know when they go to Michael's. Like, you're only allowed to spend $25. Yeah, so I've been thinking about this one for a while. So then on the, and then there's going to be, I'm thinking we should make it a double pocket. And then so it's going to be on the outside, and then maybe on the inside tag, the person that gets the journal can write what happened when they went to Michael's. Did they spend $25? They can put the receipt in there in the pocket. They can print a picture, and they can put the pictures in the other corners. They can write, like if you write, because some people wrote full letters, like if it's something that you want to write a full-on, story about, then you can. But what I'm thinking of is that if you put the message here or whatever, you can also write in there. And this is people's handwriting, so you can type it out and cut it up and then put it on there, and print it out and cut it up and put it on there. And you can put, okay, this is what happened when I went to Michael's, or you can put your receipt. Well, it wasn't quite $25 or something. So also, and whoever's in chat, we're going to come up with, it's going to be 20 pages, and we're going to get to how we're going to do the base of the album. And then on the second part, we're going to decorate it, because I don't know how long my voice is going to hold out. I have my tea here and my chloroseptic, so we'll see. So I'm thinking a couple of hours. If you want to put vintage pictures in here, you can. I mean, it's going to be however you want it. The pages are going to be absolutely much thicker than this. So yeah, you can use whatever. You can use chipboard. You can use chipboard and cover it with fabric. It's very small, and this is meant to put in your purse. See, it's not even ham with Uh, good gracious, that dog is killing that bone. Hey, ease up there, kiddo. But it's not even a hand wedge, but it's meant to put in your purse. I'm also thinking that, if you're on your way to church, read this. If you're having, if you feel down, read this. If you feel happy, read this. So it's going to be a lot of stuff, and it's going to be kind of up to whoever you're giving it to. And if you're not feeling well, then read this. If you're having a bad day, if you're low on money, read this. If you want to laugh, read this. So it's going to be something that this person can continually look at and review and do all year long. So I think it's going to be quite nice. And it's sort of like, if you want to put months down there, you can say, okay, this month I want you to, you can, I mean, you can do it so many ways. You can do if you, for the month of February, make sure, and if you're doing it for yourself, you want to set goals for yourself. So your first goal is you want to clean out all your closets, or if you want to do room by room in your house, I'm going to clean the bathroom, get everything out of there, and only have essentials. And then you can go in here, put a picture of your clean bathroom, everything. If you have goals for losing weight, and then you can have your tags and everything. So we're going to do this. So I think it's really cute. I am not a secret holder. I cannot hold a secret to save my soul. So, I had to tell somebody. So I think I sent a picture to Lorna, I think, because we were talking about the pictures, and I was like, oh my God, look what I found. And I sent a picture to her. And Talise, and back when with, hey Sherry, how are you? Back when we were can find her. She knew. You don't. You can put it in your pocket, your craft room, your little dining room table. Pick it up in and out of your house. I just think it's so cute. It's going to be a lot thicker than what it is now. So, because like right now it's probably, let me measure it. Because I'm going to add lace to the edges or washi tape to the edges. You might have some dangly bits coming out. Right now, if you want to keep it down to, it's about 3/4 of an inch. So it's really not that big if you just want to keep it at paper. I would actually, if you have a daughter or a son graduating, I would definitely make one of these and give it to him and have his friends and family sign it and write letters to him. Because I just think this is the neatest thing. And for this, oh, by the way, this was done in 1899. Just FYI. So it is old. I think the first, when they started it, she put 1899, but some of the people that signed it in 1900. So it is old. Hey, Sandy Garrett. How are you? And it's held up pretty good. So I am, oh, crap. I forgot to do the thing. Hold on. I was trying to be a professional today. Wait a minute. Here we go. So let's get started with the Mystic Junk Journal. Y'all like that, don't you? Okay, wait a minute. I can transition too. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can do it. Nope. Nope. Oh, here we go. I'm back. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Thank you, Tiffany. Yes, and so what I'm going to do with this is going to be a challenge swap. So you will have, and this is in my group. It's not YouTube or anything, but if you want to do it just amongst yourselves or whatever, if you're on my Facebook page, I'm Nikki, the Disorganized Crafter, I think is my personal one. The group is Disorganized Crafters. If you want to do it and post it, I would love it, because, and one of the things, so I mentioned it to my church ladies, and one of the things that we were sitting down there discussing, and this goes a whole totally different way. So if you're into this, I think it's a good idea for church as well. So they have it, and you can do up to 52 pages. You can do a lot. Because I think this one right here is like 29 back and front, and you don't have to do all fancy and frilly. But you can say, if you're feeling depressed, and then inside you would have the Bible verse that correlates to that. If you are, having financial woes, you would have the Bible verses or verse that correlate to that. And it's kind of easy because, you can make it like a junk journal, or you can make it like, oh, thank you, Martha. Or you can make it, and it's in the description as well. Or you can make it like just plain. So, 2 ways you can make it. Let me move on. Anyway, so I'm doing a whole bunch. So I bought like a whole bunch of paper because I'm doing about 60 for my church. And it's going to have the Bible verses. The ladies are working on the Bible verses. Tonight, if you want to go in chat, by myself for writing. Oh, there's Talise. Okay. And Talise is going to act. I'm going to try to bring Talise in a minute. And we're going to see if that works. And then maybe we'll switch off and see if we can bring someone else in and see how it works for everybody. So there's 2 ways you can do it. The supplies that you need are, you need 8 1/4 by 13.5 paper. So what I did is I went to Staples today because I was sick all week long. And I got the 8.5 by 14 legal size. Well, just let's say legal size paper. It wasn't a lot. If you do plan on making a lot of these, then you should get a pack. If not, you can just steal some from work or someone else or wherever. Or you can go to like Kinko's or somewhere and just say, look, I just want some 8.5 by 14 pieces of paper. Give me 20. And they'll probably charge you 10 cents, 5 cents a sheet if you're not going to copy. So you can get, hey, Shadow, how are you? Phyllis. Hi, Phyllis. How are you tonight? Happy New Year. So, so you can get some from work if work is not, butts about it. It's because I'm doing a whole bunch of them. I did not. Also, if you have a printer that can print 8.5 by 14 and you have Lorna's Digitals, hello, and I believe that is one of her digitals that I downloaded. It might be. I'm not sure. Is it? I don't want to say if it is or not, but I think it is. But you can download the junk journal digitals and print those and back and front, and you don't have to dye or do anything to the paper. So you can digitally print, or you can cut up and put it in and print. I'm going to make it by scratch, cut up every little piece. But when I do the ones for church, I am going to design a page, or I already have a page designed, and I'm going to be writing the verses and stuff on it. Then I'll be printing them and then putting them together. So, yes, I'm name dropping. Yes, I am. And she's in chat. All right. So that's the first thing you're going to need. If you're going to do the cover, you're going to need, you can use, where's my chipboard? I don't have any chipboard with me. Anyway, you can use heavy cardstock. You can use chipboard. You can use folders. This was a folder, so you can use that. Tonight I am going to use where is it? Well, I thought I was prepared. Oh, here we go. I'm going to use a piece of leather, which I've already pre-cut to make this go faster. And this is the leather. Barbara may, Miss Higgins may remember that I got it at her lace shop. And they also do furniture. So this is some furniture leather, and I like the color. And it's nice and thick, and I like the backside of it. I'm not going to even do anything to the backside. I may put a pocket or something on it. But I'm going to use a piece of leather. And you'll need... That's pretty much it. And the chipboard, I'm doing leather or chipboard. And I don't have any chipboard, so I'm just going to use this as a demonstration. So chipboard and or leather. And if you don't if you want to do fabric, then you'll just take the chipboard and cover it with fabric. So woohoo, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany. All right, y'all heard that. Free digits in my group. I don't want snow to, well, I do want snow, but then that's going to make work worse. It's already going to be, hey, Dawn, how are you doing? It's already going to make it bad at work because that's so crazy. So, yeah, I do not want snow. So I was out running around because, for one thing, let me do this. So, let me give you the alternative. Let me finish my thought before I squirrel. Yep, this is part of it. So if you don't want to do all that, because I'm also thinking of the ones for church, I may do this, but I like the fact that I can print off pattern paper and also type in the Bible verses. But if you want to, get a composition book, and this was Christine Hoback's idea. Where is Christine Hoback? Someone text her and say I'm telling her idea. Oh, I missed some people. Hey, Francisca, how are you? On her in eBay, if anyone. Oh, okay. Y'all heard that? Francesca says she has crafting magazines listed on her Macari and eBay. If anyone's interested in getting those, because I know a lot of people use them, the cutouts and stuff. So yeah, go check it out. Yeah, and if anybody hasn't subscribed, put a thumbs up in the chat if you do videos, so people can subscribe to you. Hey Brenda, how are you? So if you want to do the cheap and easy way, because some people, they just, they don't have a lot of time. Sometimes I'm that one that doesn't have a lot of time. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oh my God, that's so smooth. Is this clear? It is clear. Oh my God, we're using this from now on. Anyway, you can get a composition book. So what I did is I took it over to the FedEx store, and I had them cut it. So you see it's not as long as a regular piece of paper. Let me grab a regular piece of paper. Why are you bothering me, dog? So that's about how much it got cut off. So I would say, oh my God, how about I kill a dog? 2.5 inches off of the composition book. So about 2.5 inches, and it's going to be the perfect size because I measured it, and then I went ahead and tried it. And all you would have to do is cut the cover, and then it already has the binding. It's a lot of pages though, just FYI. So either you can pull some out or glue some together or whatever you want to do. But it's the perfect size to fold it. So I'm going to go ahead and do one of the regular sheets. But this works as well. So if you want to give it to somebody so that for school or whatever, you can spray. Because actually, this is the second composition notebook. FYI, I tried to dip the whole thing in some coffee. And yeah, it started disintegrating and pages sticking together. I was like, yeah. So I think I'm just going to stick with the idea that Talise had and just spray it, dry it, flip it, spray it, dry it, flip it, and just go through if you want that color paper. So, yes. So let me show you. So anyway, so the alternative is a composition notebook. However, FYI, it is a lot of papers. So you either want a small composition notebook or you want to tear some pages out. It looks like these composition notebooks I got from the dollar store have been sewed in, so you can pretty much pull it out. Yeah, you can pull out about half of this and then reset. Well, it's cheaply sewn in. Look at this. Wait a minute. Look at that. You can just start pulling it. So you can pull this out and do it quickly and easy and add pattern paper to it. Cover the cover. And you're done. So there is an easy way to do it. And these run $1. It cost 99 cents for them to cut this because I tried cutting it myself. That was the attempt number 1. You do not want to do it. Oh, grandson is sitting on the chair singing his heart out. Oh, that's so cute. Well, I'm not going to pull you up on your panel yet. So Talise has the link to the panel. So whenever she wants to come in, I will see her in the background like you do on StreamYards. So, and then I'm going to bring her on. So, all right. For those of you who just came in, this is what we're making. It's the Mystic album. I found it. This was created in, we'll just round it to 1900. And it was a young lady's schoolmates. And they all said goodbye letters to her or said something funny in there. And and I'll open up one for you. Look at that. June 11th, 1900. I was like, whoa. Oh, there she is. There's Christine. Yeah, Christine had the idea of the composition notebook. She said it's quick, easy. So this was a letter. And she said, I guess you will remember these people could not write. The fine meals you had here, whatever. So I'm not going to read all of this. And she was in Philadelphia. And she didn't write anything, I don't think, on it. On the other side. Yeah, it says, to be opened as her first dinner at home. So that's where I got the idea to kind of change the words up. So that, it is. And I hate tearing, I don't even want to tear this apart because I think it's so cool. Even though this was the Mystic album, we are changing it to the junk journal because we are going to put tags. We're going to put everything in it. So I got me a pack of legal paper. That was this. I prepared for this show. Okay, y'all got the supplies now. So I tea-dyed and coffee-dyed. I actually like the tea-dyed better. Why am I? Okay, I'm going to move this over this way because somehow I'm always like right here. So I tea-dyed and coffee-dyed the legal paper, and then I cut 1/4 of an inch off to make it 8 inches from here to here and 13.5 inches from here to here. All right? So I'm going to put those numbers again. So it's 8.25 inches from here to here. And then 13.5 from here to here. All right. And then I put down chipboard squared because you want to make sure that you do one of these so that you can measure to make sure that your covers are going to cover up all your paper. And this is going to be a simple one because I'm making this one for a friend real quick. All right. So I'm going to bring out my scoreboard. You actually do not need a scoreboard, and the only reason I'm bringing this out is because I like having the edge. I don't don't even know if y'all can see this. Probably white it out a little bit. But I like the tea dyed better than the coffee dyed. It's like it came out yellower, I guess, than the coffee dyed. Let me see. And I had never tea dyed. It's just because I didn't have any coffee. I had one thing of coffee, and I was like, oh, heck no. I ain't getting rid of my one. So that's coffee, and that's tea dyed. And that's what it originally was. So, yeah, I do like that. Oh, Jean. You just don't know. Yes, I did. I did one with... I was going to come to that if I could find it. I did one earlier, and I guess I can do it on film. But the only thing is with the... Good gracious, what did I do with it? The only difference with using the piano roll, which I do like, because the piano roll is exactly, you can just exactly roll it out to 13.5 inches and cut it. And then you have to cut this down to 8 inches, but it works pretty much. The only thing is that when you cut it, you see those edges for the, because you can see I did one already. I think I accidentally threw it away, which is bummer. You see the edges? You're going to have to put washi tape on them or lace or glue something on it so that it's stable. Oh, I got a whole crap load of it, Tiffany. They'll be in my Etsy shop. I'm starting an Etsy shop. So after I finish this and this week, and I have some things at work to do, I'm going to load up all the piano rolls in the Etsy shop. I still think I have probably about 120. I'm searching for some more, but currently I have about 120. There are some that the boxes were so freaking bad that I just had to, this is one of them. I had to take it out of the box. But it's nothing wrong with the paper. It's nothing. These things are old, too. They were in her garage for a long time. Yes. And then plus, after you use the piano roll, you can use these things, right? And there's a tube in here, and you can make a scroll. I've already thought about that. Oh, and the benefit of using tea is now I have a tin I use green goji superfruit on this. So it does have like a greenish kind of brownish tint. It's so funny. But I have a tin I can use now so I can redo. Anyway, so it's already been, everything's been pre-cut. So what I do is I always use the edge because you want it to be exact. You don't want it to be off at all. So I wouldn't bother scoring. I would just butt it up against here and then do what you got to do. All right. Oh yeah, and I think Junk Journal Shop, she said that she wants some piano rolls. There's a lot Lorna. All right. Then you just take this. It's so simple. You're going to be like, now I'm going to leave a bit of an edge because I don't know. Let me get in a little further since I'm being a professional today. All right. So what you want to do is you want to leave a little bit of an edge because once you start putting them on top of each other, you might not be able to pull it out. So you just want a little bit of an edge. So when I looked at this one and I went to the middle, this is where, so they always left a little bit of an edge on it. So that's what I'm doing. Leaving some edge. There we go. And this is where you want to get your bone folder. and make sure you have a crisp edge. And then you want to meet this at the same point and have a crisp edge. And it should, if all my measurements are correct, be good to go. And you're not going to have any kind of hangover or anything like that. So, and you do the same with this side. So this is where I think it's very simple. It's so simple. I was like, why hasn't anybody done this? And believe me, it took me so long to kind of get this thing started because I was searching the internet because I'm like, somebody has to have done this before. And then I looked up Mystic Album. I was looking up everything. So here's your base. And then if you want to, if you haven't, if you were a little bit off, you'll know. I was a little bit off. So I'm just going to go back and correct that. And I'm OCD. If you're not OCD, this will not bother you. All right. So then that's your first one. Wait, yeah. There we go. And there we go. So you're just going to keep on doing that. So I'm going to do this, and I am going to hopefully, Talise, are you ready? I know. I'm looking at flea markets. Oh, you've been going to estate sales, Tiffany? Well, hold on. Let me, okay, let me see if I can do this. Okay, invite. Talise, can you come on and see if that works while we're doing this? So I'm going to do 10 of these. So you can I think the a good number of pages is 10, and that way it'll end up being 20, or you can do 5 and it'll be 10 pages. So if you are going to decorate and make it fat, I think for the challenge, we can do 5 pages, which will end up being 10. I love this tea. It has this kind of like a lime green thing. I don't know if you joined yet. Type in there if you joined too. And I think with this software, you do not have to be on the computer to join. And I should see you in the background when you come on. Oh, I have been combing the estate sales. Oh my God. If you get a chance, Tiffany, go back and look at my video, estate sale finds. I was livid. I was literally so excited. And then I found Talise likes doing, redoing those little, oh, see? Thank you, Taylor. Yes, it would. Thank you. See, this is not, well, I haven't even done my first junk journal, so thank you. It is easier to do it that way. So I'm going to unfold this, and I'm going to put it right there in the middle. See, I didn't know. So Miss Lorna made a great suggestion because I've never done a junk journal. I've done a junk journal, but it really wasn't junky. It wasn't really, I wouldn't call it a junk journal. It ended up being like an album in the end. So this is actually getting me started before I do my official junk journal. I have been stalking the junk journal shop, Patty Lang. She does a lot of estate sale auctions. Laurel, I think Keisha Creates is another one. Reese. Oh God, I gotta remember all of them. Recreations by Brooke. Is that correct, Lorna? 'Cause you know I will mess stuff up. I'm bad with names. And then of course there is the ephemera. I've been collecting ephemera, finding different places. I sent it to your messenger. It should say you've been invited. This paper turned out really good. I let it sit in the tea for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I put it in the oven because I didn't get home till 3 because I was out like at 10 o'clock, and then it started raining, but it was just cloudy and a little bit cold. So yes, thank you, Jude. Yes, I've been stalking them and buying paper and ephemera, and Michelle Scott as well, buying books. I'm going to do I was at one of the, I believe it was Michelle's, or it might have been at Patty Lang's as well. And Michelle had a French book. Then she had the nerve to have a French music. I was like, okay. I'm thinking of French junk journal. So I've been looking at all things French. Okay, hold on. Let me send it again. Invite, chat, messenger, Talise, and send. Okay, see if it did it now. So the only thing with this program, and I'm using Switcher, and I don't think Switcher is made for, I have a Mac, iPad, iPhone, and I was thinking everybody's like, oh, whatever. I'm like, shoot, iPhone cameras are good, and plus, they're better than, do y'all see me clearly? Yes, oh my God. I got a lot of the French stuff from Lorna. She has French scripts and oh my God, y'all got to go check it out. I think there's like 3 or 4 a pack, and she sells it for cheap. I have to put your link in a minute. Oh, I can't because I don't have my phone. Shoot. All right, Hey, JC Buhard, how are you? I made you moderator, Lorna, so if you want to put your link to your Etsy shop in there. Okay, so people that do junk journals. All right. So this would be, I'm trying to see how fat this would be if you put a lot of stuff in there. Thank you, Martha. Hey, Arlene, how are you? Thank you. Oh, my nails are really bad. I was playing in paint earlier. Ha, I want the originals. Hi, Mike. How are you? So what I've seen a couple of people do, and Tiffany, where's Tiffany? I don't see. Okay, connected. Oh, connecting. Oh, I see she's coming in and she's connected. I don't see her. Oh, wait a minute. Show Okay. Hey, Ralph, how are you? So, I've seen people where they have taken the signatures and they did a little glue and glued them together before they actually sewed them in. I would break out the sewing machine, but we're just going to glue. I'm going to sew it later because I'm not staying on long because I'm already losing my voice. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue and then I'm going to sew it. Ooh, I do have a sewing machine. I do not want y'all to see me sew because it's going to be really bad. Because I am still teaching myself. Okay, so I haven't used this in a long time. Oh, you can tell I have not used my glues in a long time. Okay, here we go. Oh, thank you. So we're just going to kind of glue these down so that you are not going to sit here and do that. The dog is sitting here. He's such a needy dog. Go away. Go lay down. Let me make sure I have this. And then I'm going to go ahead and there we go. I'm just going to glue to make sure that these are stuck together because knowing me, when I start sewing, it's going to come all apart. And I'm just putting a little bit of glue. Then I'm going to cut it and then we should be good. And this is only because I've never done this before. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Then I'm going to go out a little bit. There we go. Hey, Martha. Nope. Talise, you still can't get in? Like I said, I'm only doing it this way because I am a newbie. Newbies find creative ways not to screw up. So everybody that does junk journaling, do not cringe and say, "Oh, Nikki, what are you doing?" It's called a safety net. And I forgot where I saw this at. And since I got a little bit of time with this glue, and I'm using the cloud glue. Oh my God, I love my phone so much better. Look at that. It immediately. Oh, look at my hands. They're so bad. Hey, Tennessee Kim, how are you? Oh my God, she has a great channel. She does home decor and all sort of things. Yeah, I've been light-footing it around the internet. I mean the YouTube. I found some great channels. Great, 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 great. Hey, Mr. J, how are you? How's everyone doing on a Saturday night? I am making a junk journal. So for those of you that just came in that wondering why you're watching someone glue paper together, I'm going to go over this real quick. So I found, I went to an estate sale and I got a lot of pictures. A lot of the ladies that collect vintage ephemera pictures, they sell digis and stuff. They collect there. It's junk journaling. I've never done it, and I really have been wanting to do it. So I've been kind of collecting supplies and watching all the experts do it. And so I'm going to start off with something small. This is one of the ladies that I got the pictures from, or who was in the pictures, had this when she graduated from high school. and it's called a Mystic album. And what it was is that all her classmates wrote this is Kitty, her name was Kitty, nickname, to be opened on the first day when you arrive home from vacation. And then when they open it up, the person has wrote a little note in it. Or there are some that wrote a nice little letter. And this is from June 11th, 1900. And the pen is like, the paper is bad and tearing up, but the pen is still there. So whatever ink they used back then, holy crap. This one was a little bent. It was the one right in the middle. Anyway, so what we're doing is we are recreating it. I'm doing mine for church. So I'm creating about 60 of them for church. So I'm going to do it another way for there. And we're going to do a swap on the disorganized crafter. And so if you're having a bad day, if you have any pains, if you're not feeling well, if you're going to Michael's, if you're going, or you can just generally say if you're going shopping, if you're getting ready to do a project, open this. And then the person can write or put a tag or a saying or poems or whatever you want to put in there. Like, I can imagine some people, like, they're going to have some funny stuff to put in there. But it's all about having that there and knowing that someone cares enough to put the message in there to give you a good laugh. And, maybe you don't want to speak to anybody that day. You may want to go into your mystic junk journal and go and say, okay, I don't feel well today. I'm going to open this. Or I'm going shopping. Or I do have pain. So I'm just thinking it was a good thing. I will have to go back and watch this. I've fallen asleep. Bo, you're always falling asleep. Okay, this is working. All right. So, and I'm not a sewer. Talise has not showed me yet because I have not had time for her to sit down and show me. But I'm going to attempt to sew this in. So what I'm doing is, because I'm not a great sewer, I know what's going to happen and it's going to move on me when I go into sew. So I'm giving myself, I'm cheating a little bit. I'm gluing it down. Yes, we're going to do a swap. And you can decorate it any way you like. Like a couple of pages, I have pulled out my washi tape. And I got my mini envelope. So whoever won the mini envelope on New Year's Day, I have my mini envelope out. So in the front, I'm going to have a pocket or envelope, and then it's going to be, I think I'm going to put really skinny magnets in it, and it's going to have, a little note in there. So I think I have a lot of ideas. It's just that I don't know how it's going to be. Okay, so I don't think you want to do too many because it's going to end up being thicker. So I have right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I think I'm going to pull the rest off. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 10 probably would be enough. And I like this glue because the glue, you can just rub and it comes right on off. It's like Fabri-Tac, but a little bit runnier. And then I can save the other 5 and make another one. So I think 5 is going to be good for what we got to do. So the other thing that Christine said, and where is it, is that if you want to, you can get a dollar, go to the dollar store and get a dollar, oh, Oh, thank you, Kim. Yeah, I'm not a sewer. And so I know when I go in there to sew, it's gonna be all cockeyed and it's gonna move the paper. But right now I'm so happy because it's even Steven. I'm a good gluer, I'm a bad sewer. And you don't have to cut much off either. So I do it. I think I'm gonna trim this right about here, but that's it. But you can go get a composition book, and they're $1. I got 2.5. Was it 2 inches cut off? Where's the piece of paper? Here it is. So this is the regular size of the paper. So I got about that much cut off at the FedEx. And then you can just go in here and you can fold your paper up. And you can do whatever. So if you want to add pattern paper or ephemera or whatever, if you want to ink it up, or you can get coffee, put it in a spray bottle. If you want it to be the junkie journal type, then you can coffee dye it and then dry it with your blow dryer. It's going to take a lot. But the only thing with this is that there is a lot of paper. So you will have enough for about 20. Because you can go in and you can pull out the signatures and then just create your own covers. So you'll have plenty of paper and it's the right size. It's just that it won't be tea dyed or dyed or coffee or whatever dye you use. You just have to work harder at getting it to look junky or cover it. But that's a good option. I'm going to use this too. I'm going to do one like that as well. Trimming. Yeah, but I like straight edges and this doesn't look straight to me. So I'm a little OCD, y'all. Sorry. Okay, so we got the base of it done. So we're going to go ahead. This one's already folded. And it was folded the wrong way. Let me see. Yep, it was that way. So again, you want to leave, and I'm going to zoom in. Okay, I don't know. Oh, there's Telly. Wait a minute. Shoot. She came in twice. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get Telly in. Oh, do I have to go? Okay, let's do this. I kind of like this, but then don't like it. Okay, we're going to do this, that, and then she's in there twice. Okay, I don't know how to do it, so you might want to leave. Leave room. Join room. Okay. Okay, I don't know. We'll try it next time. I'll just be solo for tonight. But anyway, so the supplies that you'll need are right there in the link on the screen. It's 8 by 1/4, 13.5 paper chipboard. If you're going to use leather, which I'm going to use leather to make my cover, you can use chipboard leather, or what they use, and I see these a lot where I work for the government, is the folders. And if it's lasted 119 going on 20 years, then daggone it, this is some stuff you want to have. Is what I'm thinking. Hey, old hag, how are you? Penny, you're not the old hag in the room anymore. Making sure I keep track of chat. Oh, yes, it is, Mr. J. It is the first time you've caught me. I'm so glad you could come in. And Mr. J is just the nicest guy. And what's funny, though, is that you wouldn't think guys would kind of be interested in crafting, but you'd be surprised how many of them are actively interested in what you are doing and asking questions and making suggestions. All right, so we have that one done. Let me get my bone folder because I like accurate ones. All right, so I think that they're all done on one side. Yes, they are. I'm just making sure. So they're all done on one side, so you'll just flip this and you'll move on to the next one. If you want to change it up, like this one opens this way. And also, because I was thinking, when you open it, you can have like a card here, and then when you open it here, you can have your, anyway. Decorating is another day. I'm going to start pulling out all the things to decorate. So if you want to alternate, you can. So you can alternate it going this way. Like right now, you're opening it from the top, because right here you have this just a straight line across. So what I was thinking of is I was going to have put a little tab from, see, as I go along. I have this tab punch, or you can do regular, whatever. So I was going to put a little tab there that says lift. So, yeah, lift. Wait, what did you say? Oh, that's what. So is that what it was? I don't know. I'll try it. I just got the capability. But what I do like about doing this album is to do the base of it. Like we've been on an hour, but I kind of been talking a lot. Is that it doesn't take much to do the base. Okay. I'm a little OCD, so if it doesn't come out the same freaking... Oh, sorry. I need to take that off. I'm a professional today, y'all. And it's clear, right? I just want to make sure it's clear. There we go. Because I was so upset the other day when I was doing the bell that nobody could see very clear. I want one of those. Oh, where did I get those from? I think they came. Oh, HSN, of course. I'm not even going to lie. They came in a set of 3 at HSN. And I love those punches. Are they We Are Memory Keepers, or who are they by? I have the set of them. They came in a set of 3. So you have this one, and they're all tab punches. You have that one, and then you have that one. So it's a set of 3, and then they have, you don't have to have the other piece of it, but they also have like sticky back stickers that you can write on and use those. I like the freaking sound of crinkly paper. I was going to chat. I'm seeing people that are saying what? Oh. Uh-oh. What's going on, Penny? Let me see. I got it the right way. All right. So the other thing that I wanted to do is, who has 3D embossing folders? I'm just curious. If you have 3D embossing folders, just put like a thumbs up in the... yes, I got them from HSN. Yeah, I really do need to do like a craft room, what do you call it, auction, and get rid of a lot of stuff. And you want to know how many times I've actually used those? So I was excited about having a use for them. is that, see, now I'm getting more confident, so I'm folding faster. um, is I've had them for probably about 5 or 6 years. That's probably one of the first things I actually bought. Let's just put it that way. I think I see them at Joann's. That's where I see them a lot. Joann's. Yes, Mr. J needs to try. You know, you need to go back and watch my paint pouring. That is so much fun. So much fun. This is going to be so fun. And another thing, too, I was thinking. So we're going to have fun decorating this. So while I'm finishing this up, Talise, if you could, do you have a pen and paper that's close to you? Hi, Day Day. How are you tonight? I wanted to see if we can come up with 10 openings. So the one that, I guess the only one that's stuck in my head, because we're all crafters, is when you go to Michael's. Open this when you go to Michael's. So that is one of them. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, it's good. Does anybody else have any sayings that they want to put in the Mystic Journal? I think another one is, if you're feeling kind of down, then open this. And you can do a random one if it's a Wednesday. The edges on this one that I tea-dyed came out so yummy. A nice little burnt edge on it. Oh my God, my camera is the bomb on the phone. Holy crap. Love it. Oh, sorry. I get excited when stuff goes right. I know, right, June? I love, yes, it is, Tiffany. It's paint porn, and I love Dai's haircut. I think it makes her look so much younger. So, yeah, doing 10 pages, you see it does not take long to fold, but it will take long to decorate. If I can get the measurements down for the triangles, then I think I'm good. And I have to pull out, I have a die that's a corner die that would fit perfect in here as a pocket. So I got to get all the measurements for you all when I do the second part of this show. All right, this is the last 2 pages. Time you enjoy wasted is not wasted. Oh, was too busy eating. Oh, I was not even. I went to steak and. So what was funny though is that I got up early this morning and was cleaning. I was watching Rosemary Morris's show last night, which was awesome fun, and she is very, very creative. So if you have not checked out Rosemary Morris, and you like junk journaling, and she also does eco dyeing, so Penny, you would love it. So I got up early this morning. Oh, this one's already folded. Yay! All right. So we are done, and I am just going to burnish it a little bit. So right now you have about not even a half an inch. So this is 10 pages. And it's about a half an inch. So if you do about 30 or 40 pages, you'll need a little bit more. So hopefully I measured this right. If I didn't, I am so in trouble. Nope, that way. Yep, I'm good. Excuse me. Oh, when you're feeling down, yeah, just put a number in there. So if you see the number, so we're on number 3. So I'm gonna go back and pull them from this chat when I finish with this stream. So if anybody thinks of anything, put it in there. Mr. J, you put it in there too. When your husband asks you, "Did you spend all that time at Michael's at the craft store?" Okay, and then I want a closing as well. So I think this could be a little bit bigger, but for demonstration purposes, I think we're okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss this leather. So I'm going to bring out my Gemini. And I love my Gemini, ladies. I have my wrist. I cannot do a lot with my wrist. With the crankers. And like sometimes I have problems opening bottles now with this one wrist. It sucks. Sex butt. So the reason I was asking if anyone had any embossing folders is that if you have 3D embossing folders, I have gotten mine from Crafter's Companion. Yes. Hey, Float, how are you? I saw you were live, but I was too busy trying to figure out my software. Float is, and I left him as moderator because everybody's been asking about his pain cream. I'm going to take a short, what do you call it, intermission and tell you about his pain. So, I'm very skeptical. So I've used it for 3 or 4 days straight now. And so I have a lot of shoulder and neck pain from the way I sleep. And because I had gotten in an accident and had terrible whiplash and didn't, do anything. They couldn't do anything about it. So I always have neck pain. I also have lower back pain. And then I have this funky pain in the side of my thigh. Anyway, that comes and goes. So I've been using this cream, and I didn't want to come right out and say, yes, it works, no, it doesn't work. But if you have soreness, pain, that kind of stuff, it works. It takes about 20 to 35 minutes. To really kick in. But once it does, it's like, oh, I don't feel anything. So yeah, it took me a little bit. Okay, we have 7 so far. Good. We need 3 more. So Float, put in your link. So they have, the ones that I got were pain and I got sleep. The first night I put on sleep. And you rub it on your shoulders, your chest, your neck, and your thighs. For whatever reason, I was like, what the heck is it going to do on your thighs? Ooh, excuse me. I'm so sorry, y'all. But then I was like, oh, I got to run to the store real quick. I got to my garage door, and I started getting like really kind of like woozy. And I was like, oh, that stuff couldn't work that fast. But it did. So it was about 15, 20 minutes, and I was had me a nice little sleep that night. So yes, they both work. Oh, you have a torn meniscus? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm getting ready to cough and get panic and quarters on shot. Well, you should try this out, Tiffany. Just PM me your address. I'll put some in a little cup for you. Because you never know on what paint it's going to have what effect. Now, Mandy, she's Mandy, the mixed media queen. She also got the paint as well, and she actually sleeps sitting up, and hopefully I'm not telling her business, but because her back pain is that bad. Okay. Anyway, so that was my short little break. Thank you, Float. So, if you have 3D embossing folders, this will be the perfect time to pull them out. I'm going to go get some chipboard as well because I want to see what it's going to do on some chipboard. And I'm going to also, here, I have some chipboard right here. I want to see because, and I have used this on the leather, so I know it works. I had already, so let me tell you what happened. This was my original leather piece. You recognize this, Barbara? Yee. Yes, old hag, that is where you know, from Mandy's channel. Yes, ma'am. It comes, you actually don't need a lot, Tiffany. I had just dipped my finger in there and it's very creamy because it's a cream. And then I rubbed it and then I kind of, I put the heating pad on, and about 15-20 minutes later I put the heating pad on, and then I went on to sleep. It was great. I was just making sure that it soaked into my skin. So this was my original one, which I'm still going to use for the second part. You might recognize this, Barbara, from your shop. I got a lot of cut off leather from Barbara's lace shop that is around the corner. Oh my God, and I'm coming to see you in April, Barbara. So yeah, we're going back, and I'm getting some more leather. So they had silver, they had the brown, they had this kind of tannish grayish color. I'm like, oh yeah. Anyway, the 3D embossing folder, you can hardly see it on here, and because it's already kind of distressed, that you couldn't even raise it by scratching it off. So if you're going to use a darker leather that scratched off, I wouldn't recommend it if you're going to use a 3D embossing folder, because you're not going to be able to see it. Because I can show you on my sample. Here's my sample. This is my sample. And I even tried to, do it off, and it didn't work. So here's my other. Well, I'm not going to show you that sample because I want you to see the amazement that comes out. So let me make sure I have my orientation right. So the ends that are cut off here and the ends that are cut off here, that is your top and your bottom. These are your sides, the pointed. So you're going to fold it like that. So I wanted to make sure that I am only putting half of the folder in there, and I want to make sure I put it in right. So I want to put in half of that. And I want to make sure it's on the raised side too, and it is not, so I'm going to flip it over. I want to make sure it's on the deboss side on the bottom. Let me move this out the way. And there is a clock on here. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, let me get in a little closer. I can zoom. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. This is the clock and some flowers. Open on a snowy day. Is it snowing? Wait a minute. Whose birthday? I know, right, Tiffany? I've been thanking Float for the past several days. I don't care if you see all of the clock. I'm good with that. Well, maybe not. No, yeah, that's what I want to do. All right, so with the Gemini, if you do have a Gemini, you're going to use, and these are the old plates, but I refuse to use my new plates until these break. So, just saying. So I'm going to do it this way. And you use your base plate, and then you use your top plate, your plastic shim. And need to turn it on. And this is why I like the Gemini so much. Put it in and let it go. Then you can, once it comes through, you can stop it. If you want it to go back through, then you can reverse it. But you got to catch it before it goes all the way out. So if you have it somewhere where you can't reach behind and pull it, then you can do it that way. Did you case the leather before you tried to emboss? Did I what? I'm just going to put it back through just to make sure it's really embossed. It probably doesn't need it. It's the Gemini that has a lot of pressure. Yes, I did. Yes, I did ship. Yeah, float ships everywhere. All right, so y'all, okay, let me make sure y'all can see this yumminess that's getting ready to happen. Holy crap, look at that. So cool. Love it, love it. But I got to figure out what to do with that little bottom piece, so I'm going to put that back into the folder. Make sure it's on the right side again. And we are going to do this bottom area right here. Okay. And yeah, we could just put that like this. This is going to be weird. No, can't do that because then it won't go through. I think that this is the best way to put it back through. I know, right? Let's do it this way. It took me a couple of pieces of leather to figure it out, but that's okay. Go back through. Come on. There we go. And I did it 3 times before, so I'm going to do it 3 times this time. And it doesn't matter which way the plates go, it's going to emboss the same. Yeah, I've been wanting to do, that's the reason why I got the leather, because I was going to do the junk journal. There we go. So this will be the front of your Mystic album. And I'm going to pull it back out. So that's why I was asking if anybody has any 3D embossing folders. But if you don't, let me tell you what I did tonight. So I had gotten, how I do this, I don't know. How did that happen? I got an extra. Anyway, so this is open, but it's never been used. I pulled it out. I'm sorry, let me pull that. There we go. This has never been used. So this is a bunch of flowers. So, hey, Dwana, how are you? How was your night tonight? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this one away. I opened it up, and I opened it up while I was sitting there looking at this one. And then my brain kicked in and was like, wait a minute. It looks like I have 2. So I'm giving one away. So in about 10 minutes. So what I decided to do is I like the idea of the clock on the front of this, but I don't want the clock all over it because then it just becomes redundant. So I'm putting flowers on the back. I didn't even have to spray this with water. The Gemini does it all for you. But that's if you use it on a regular embossing machine or a regular embossing folder. Okay, so I'm going to run it back through, and this time I am going to do the back side. Oh, here we go. How do I put it? There we go. Set it and let it go. Hi, Yvonne. Happy New Year. How are you? How's your night tonight? We are making a little album. I'll show you in a minute. I'm running it back through three times like I did the last time. And it's just a simple little kind of friend-to-friend album, or for your kids if they're graduating from high school, college. I'll show you the base one in a minute. Oh yeah, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. That is so cool. And and this is so on trend now because they have purses that are like this. Okay, now I got to figure out where I want to do this other portion. All right, we're going to do it right there. And then I'm going to run this side back through because I don't want to smush it, I guess you can say. Okay, there we go. Once it gets to about right there, I'm gonna run it back through. Yeah, isn't it right? Yes, we have to send Barbara on a mission. Oh, that turned out really good. I really want to run this other one right back through just one more time. All right, so we have 35 in chat. So I am going, well, probably less or more. I don't know. I want to run this back through just one more quick time, which is the good thing about it is I probably can line it up exactly like I had it before. I don't think, no, it's still pretty raised. I'm good. All right. Let me unplug, and we are good to go. Yeah, I kept on having issues like where the plug, so I rearranged everything. I think I like this setup a little better. All right. Yes, it's your vinyl. The Gemini is no, just the embossing and the cutting. Oh, that's right. So I'm just going to take, and this is very old. I do have a replacement, but until I don't see any more sandpaper, I'm going to use the hell out of this sandpaper. Costs too much. And I'm just going to sand it just a little bit. And the only thing that's going to do is it's going to bring out the image just a little bit more. Patricia, how are you? Now they do have. I don't think they have like a Cricut type machine, Crafter's Companion. Well, let me tell you, this one is way more embossed. Oh yeah. Let me get this. Okay, so I just lightly rubbed it, so you can see where it's now. It's a little bit lighter. Oh yeah, you can try it on. The only thing that if you have a 3D embossing folder, they're already deeply etched anyway. So I for just before you take it out, just run it through a couple of times like I did, just so that it will make sure that you get it good. So, and you can, I don't know if, well, you can actually see it on the back side. Good gracious, it embossed the crap out of that. You see how raised that is? Anyway, so that's cool. And then I'm gonna die cut Destination, and this is going to be mine. But I wanted to test this out too. Let me plug this back up real quick because I wanted to see how good it would emboss on chipboard. Or if it would on chipboard without tearing it, because I cannot 3D emboss on light light color light cardstock. You would have to have very heavy cardstock in order to do that. Do not use like 60 weight whatever cardstock. You will be very disappointed. Yes, Yvonne, it does. I've been wanting to do that for a long time because I have this, well, once I learn how to sew, FYI, I don't know how. Once I learn how to sew, I want to sew like a journal cover, but I want like a pocket on the inside, like a double pocket on the inside. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's pretty good on chipboard. Oh my God. If I can learn how to bring people in on this program, I will be like so happy. Yeah. So I guess the only thing you would have to do I don't know if you wet it a little bit, would it make a difference? Or put some gel medium over it so that it doesn't fall back down. But I don't think it's going to fall back down. So, yeah, it works. All right, I'm going to go into a lot more. Oops. Don't forget to unplug when you pull stuff away. All right, so now we have the cover. So this was the original. If anyone's just coming in, what we've been doing is, excuse me, I had went to an estate sale and found, well, no, what was it? Facebook. It was Facebook, sorry. Went to Facebook, and the lady said she had a few pictures that, she'd sell for like 15, 20 bucks. Well, she ended up sending these 4 fat packages of pictures, and it was just, I mean, these pictures are freaking gorgeous. And they're all some are from 1818, 1850, 58, 1900s, and then some later. Well, and then, oh my God, they had, this lady kept a little journal about when her son died. I think it was her great grandmother. It was either her brother or her uncle. And I mean detailed too. I was like, oh my God. It's like I know the family. It's like, oh. But she had this in there, and it's called a Mystic album. Excuse me. And I'm not renaming it. That's what they had on it. They just spelled it differently back then. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, the chipboard. So that's what we're recreating. So this one's like 29 pages. And it's pretty much just, this one said, to be opened the first time you get 4 tens on your report card. So the inside of it is open during an event in your life. So we're going to tailor it more towards towards the walking wounded and the crafters. So this is open the first time you have dinner at home. This one is to be opened when you reach New York. To be opened when you're on your way to Boston. And this one's to be opened when you run into a schoolmate. This one's to be opened when you have opened all the others. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you, Talise. This will be the last one. To be opened when you've opened all the others. So what number are we at? I'm trying to read chat, make sure. So, we'll have like to be open when you go to Michael's, to be opened if you're not feeling well, to be open when you want some chocolate or something like that. So, I'm not a sewer, so what I did is I've actually, where's the middle? Here's the middle. I've actually glued it together until I get the sewing machine out, until he shows me how to sew. And then I'm going to sew it in here. And then I'm going to go get, a piece of paper, and I'm going to put it on the back side of this to match. So we have here, and so this will be my little album, and you can tell it's not really thick right now anyway. And then, where's that piece of paper I was going to use? Because I'm going to put it on now. I thought this paper would complement it. So, y'all remember this one? This was at, was it? Oh, this was Tuesday mornings. We need to get in touch with Amy. Because it was $4.99 at Tuesday mornings. Yeah, I thought I was going to use that. That's just too many flowers. Nope, don't like the stripes. Ooh, that would be pretty. When you lost your... Yeah! Oh, that's a good one. Talise, make sure you write that down. When you've lost your crafty mojo. Oh, I love crowns. Is that the one I was wanting? Yeah, I think that's the one I was wanting. Or do I want a little bit more color? I have... So, one of the things I was going to do is, in order to get rid of pieces of paper, I was going to just put a whole bunch of these pieces of paper... Oh, there we go. Pieces of paper and kits, because I have paper for days, because I've been collecting and not crafting. Everybody feel me on this one. Collecting and not crafting. But this is made for a junk journal. It's by who's it by? Seven Gypsies. Again, this is when Hobby Lobby had their big sale, so it's $5. So you can actually use this, or you have to attach a little bit to it. But you can use this in a junk journal as well. because I will be using this and taking the lazy way out. Yeah, that don't look right. Right, yep. Okay, not liking that one either. But I am liking this. Maybe with the blue. But then that's too much design because it already has design on here. Yeah, I have like I'm still thinking this one, but I do. Oh my God, that orange would be so pretty with that. And I'm thinking these would be good for junk journals as well, because they just are a crazy looking. This is not pink. This is salmon. Christine? Yes, I am a hoarder, Yvonne. I'm a hoarder. I'm raising my hand. Hoarder. Hi, Mary. How are you doing? And Mary, my neighbor. She lives down the street. I'm going to find her one day. We're going out to lunch. I sound like a stalker. Sorry, Mary. She's like, that's the crazy lady from the internet, honey, I was telling you about. Close the windows. Now, this is all craft paper. So I'm thinking this probably... I don't like that with the glitter. I did not like that. But I'm thinking... maybe? Yeah, these are some... No pink. Yeah, these are some really, really old paper lines from Hobby Lobby. Again, I've been doing mixed media for like a year. So I still enjoy getting the paper, but now it's gotten to the point where I have too much paper. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yep. Okay. We found it. It's gotten to the point where I now have too much paper, and because I have not been doing any, I'm just going to check the rest of it. I don't have any, I haven't been doing any crafting. But Joann's does not carry the same paper that they used to. Like, I could go over there and pick up, I could go over to Joann's and pick up a good, sale every week. Arlene, tell yourself that. Is that the new word they're using? Craft specialist. Okay, so show of thumbs. I have for the spine, I was going to either do this one or this one. So it'll wrap around, just cut maybe an inch strip. So this one or this one, or the words right here on this one. Nobody took. Well, that's the problem. I've been doing the art supply hoarder for most of my 51 years, right, Lorna? Coupon. Girl, I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, so which one do you think? This one or this one? I'm waiting for the delay. So you'll see me pause right now. But I'm watching myself show you this one or that one. Oh my God, it's such a delay. Words. Okay, so Joanne says words. Words. Nobody touches my paper. Okay, so I'm thinking words is going to be the overwhelming. Okay, words it is. And okay, where's it is? Then I'll save the rest to do like a pocket. All right. So we've been on for almost 2 hours because it's not going to be a long show. So hopefully someone else is live soon. I'm liking. This says, and now you probably can't read it. It has woman and then create things, love with the most. It's like sayings. So this is a good piece of paper that you can just cut off a little bit of sayings and put somewhere. So I'm going to try to cut off a good little piece. And we are going to do, this is the Tim Holtz ruler, just in case you didn't know, for y'all men out there. Tim Holtz ruler. Every crafter needs it. It's like 8.5, and then I'll trim it. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna be on about another half an hour. I'm gonna get this done, and then I'm going to glue it into here, and then I'm gonna stitch it when it after it dries, because yeah, it's good and in there. And then see, yeah, make sure that when you fold it, I told you some of them I got a little bit off. You just check each page to make sure that, it closes no problem and that it doesn't get caught on anything. So, and then that's the base. So that's part 1. And then part 2, we're going to start decorating. So I'll probably do 5 pages and then do 5 more pages. And then we'll get all of the sayings and stuff. And I'll put them in the description when I come back. So we're going to do 8.5 by... I don't want to cover that up, so I think we'll do 3/4. So where's my little thing? See, I was prepared this show, wasn't I, y'all? I'm just saying. I was being a professional, not professional, professional. And we're gonna do 3/4. We're gonna do 3/4 inch. If I do a 1/2 inch, I think I want to do a 1/2 inch, and then I want a piece of lace. How would that look to have a piece of lace coming down? Yeah, I think I know. Yeah. I need lace. I need lace. See, and if I didn't have it out, then, so I forgot to tell y'all while I'm looking for the lace. And I've been to Esame's sale. So I'm pulling out the Esame lace. That one's not going to work. So I forgot. I squirreled. So anyway, I was cleaning. So I had on my cleaning pants. And these pants have paint resin. They have... This pink is going somewhere. So, somebody getting pink. Bleach. I think it got some sort of stain on it. Ooh, that's nice. No, but I want it darker. It has some sort of stain on it. I mean, they're horrendous. Oh, I've already broke that. I said, come January 1, I'm not going to spend nothing. I'm out there talking to Talise and buying stuff. I'm like, oh, look at these big buttons. I can use them in mixed media. I'm going to get them. Look at this. And Talise is just laughing. I believe this is a Talise bag. So Talise will be beginning her Bella Bliss boxes soon. When I start the Etsy shop, I have begged her to add in the Bella Bliss boxes, so she will be adding them into the Etsy. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That would look so cute down there. Wouldn't that? Yes. Okay. So, yes, we need Bella Bliss boxes in our life. And then I have to find some sort of, I'm going to punch a hole in it at the top. And she does hat pins too. I know. Y'all, I'm so bad at the no spend. I try and try and try, and then I break and break and break. And then I try again. And then I'm like, well, I'll pay it off at the end of the month, and then I pay it off, and then next thing you know, I'm like, well, I already paid it off, so I can go spend some more. We are so bad, and it's all crafting. It's like I came home, I took what was it I got? Tea? Was it tea? I took the tea, put it in the kitchen. It then put the 5 bags upstairs in the craft room. I will show you what I got from Walmart. Y'all have to get this because we are doing a project. And if I find any more in Walmart, I will scoop them up. What was I doing? 8.5, right? I'm trying to find the perfect words. Okay, we'll just do the edge. And we're going to do a 1/2 inch, so. I even brought out my cutter so that I can cut. Where do? And I'm eyeing this and not measuring because I don't want to waste any paper. I'm a paper hoarder, of course. We know this. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So just dress some edges. And I think I may do a little rippy rip. Okay, something's about to fall over here. And since I tea dyed, I am going to use the tea dye. Hey. Look at that automatic focus. Wow. I'm so in love with my phone right now. I really am. Oh, by the way, this is Switcher Studio. As soon as I learn how to bring people in, then I will be bringing people on panel. But until then, I'm a lone woofer. So if you think I'm doing good, thumbs up. If not, well, don't do anything. Yeah, I'm not a measure. Tiffany, I don't measure either. I try to measure and it never works out. And then I end up, well, y'all saw that at Christmas when, let me see, who was it? Everybody in chat joked on me about me and my measuring and cutting. I'm not going to say who, just everybody. Alrighty. So, where's the Fabri-Tac? Well, I'm going to see if this will stick down. Let's see how this will do with tape. Because I do want to sew this. I want to sew around the edges. I'm going to be such a sewer in a week or two. As long as it sticks to paper, I'm good. Yeah, I'm still kind of working on it because and I have to show you what I just got into. If y'all like resin, because you know I'm a resin hoarder. I love my molds. Should have never started that crap. But I found some new ones from, that's why I haven't finished the bell because I just got some new molds from Allie. And they're not copyrighted. They are their design. Because I did talk to the owner. I don't know how well they understood me, but I did talk to them. And I asked them how did was it any particular design, and they said no, we do our own design. So because I had never seen these before, anything like it. Probably in what do you call it? Cake making, but not in for this normal molds, and they were so cute. Alrighty, it's just right side up. There we go. Yeah. We are going to glue this down. Okay, I'm going to have to bring out the hot glue gun. Sorry, I didn't anticipate wanting to do something like this. Oh, you almost had a crash. Where is the glue gun? Oh, here it is. Let me see. Jude. Math on toilet. What? I have to do some. Yeah. Oh my God. You should see this. As soon as I finish, while this heats up, I will show you. But anyway, so I was in Walmart and these crazy things. The shirt was probably dirty, and I will show you because I have been cleaning all day. You see this? This is my cleaning shirt. So I was at Walmart like this, and I was talking to Talise, and I was like, you know something? I kind of felt, grubby when I was in Staples, and I forgot these are my home, sitting at home and cleaning pants. They had a rip in the crotch. I was like, holy crap! And then Talise said, do you have underwear on? And I was like, yeah. She said, you're okay. But I had a long shirt, so I was good. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm over here getting these bags. Okay, I can't find the mold. Where's the mold? Oh, I'm gonna find it later. But so after I left Staples feeling kind of dirty-gurdy, I got to Walmart, and guess what? I felt right at home. Didn't have any issues. Okay, I'm going to blow my nose. So I'm going to mute real. Okay. But yeah, got to Walmart. I didn't feel bad at all. What? Sharing and scaring? Well, I was letting the crotch breathe, but not the critters. No critters in this crotch. You know I don't like bugs anywhere. Anywhere. Okay, so how cool would this be? Now, you got to think about your resin pieces as well. But how cool is this? This was at Walmart. And it spins. So I am seriously hooking up this piece of wood. I think I'm going to make it so old and decrepit looking. And I'm going to add some resin pieces. So it's going to actually come out a little bit further to cover this. Because with the new molds that I showed you, New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve from IOD. And also Patty showed them too. But I'm going to be doing a lot of, good gracious, home decor pieces. Well, that was not good. You don't have to worry about the inside. But yeah, this is going to be so cool. And it spins. And I found 2 of them. Oh, night, Lorna. Yeah, we're almost done. So pretty much all I'm going to do is glue this down. And put this on there. And then the base is done. I'm just waiting for the glue gun to heat up. Look how bad that glue gun is. I guess I need to clean it every once in a while. Let me see. Yeah, I need a little tester. Oh, here we go. It's ready to roll. So I want it going that way, but I want it coming straight as well. What? Who got a what? Right, Sue? Everybody feels good at Walmart, even when your crotch is hanging out. Well, not literally hanging out, but there was a hole like really close to it. I'm just saying. I felt the breeze. Maybe TMI, but just saying. Okay, wait a minute. But a whole bunch. Wait a minute. Well, I need to go back up. What? Sorry, I'm here. I was dozing. Wake up, June. Wake up. Oh, I can't even scream. What did you get? Talise, this is freaking gorgeous, this applique. I'm just getting some points put down before I glue it other places. Now, I haven't, I'm going to go and also put, wait a minute, Sue, if you only knew the people around here. Right, Mary? Yeah, I do need Fabri-Tac. But I think my Fabri-Tac is so old, and I put it in one of those bottles. But yeah, I'm going to shore up some of these things with some Fabri-Tac. Yeah. Oh, and Mary, I went to the Walmart on 72, so you know how that. No. Yeah, I went to the Walmart on 72 across from Logan's or whatever it is, whatever that place is. Not the new Walmart on 72, the old Walmart, which is now considered the ghetto Walmart. Yeah, I need to go get some fabric. See, I have Fabri-Tac, but I can't get it. I can't get it out. I tried that. I didn't. I guess it's an old bottle, but I got the Sugar Bell bottle, which you can squeeze and has a silicone tip. But I think my Fabri-Tac was so old, it ain't coming out. Look, how long does it take Fabri-Tac to get to the freaking um get to the tip? It'd be like years. So yeah, I don't have patience, but I will go back and Fabri-Tac everything down. So if you're watching this video, pretend I'm using Fabri-Tac. $71 bill. What? What are you getting, Martha? Oh, I like it. The Caterpillar. Because when you want specific pieces on the Caterpillar, let me see. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, I gotta show you this too. When you want specific pieces on the Caterpillar, and I think I need a light, but you can turn on the light and you can see exactly where you're going to be cutting. So, you know, if you're not sure where you're cutting and there's a line or something like that, you can cut there. Even like I have no problem doing so I'm going to need the Caterpillar, that's why I pulled it out. Because if I want to cut triangles, I want to make sure I have it right and where I'm cutting. So yes, I do like the Caterpillar. There is some what do you call them? Fiskars that have the light, but I don't have them here. So I'm gonna leave that up. I'm gonna leave that up. That's good, and that's good. Okay. And nope, we're not gonna leave them up. We're gonna tack them down. Where is my? Oh, here it is. I'm like, why am I burning myself for no freaking reason? Yeah, it has a light. Okay, what tip did Debbie give? Add fingernail polish to it and bring it back to life. What are we bringing back to life? My dating career, my dating life. Can I add fingernail polish to that? Okay, we're just tacking these down real quick. So, so pretty much what you'll need with this is you'll have to, what I did is I went ahead and I made one out of paper so that I can use this as a template for when I want to add paper to the corners and stuff like that, and I can use this as a cutting guide, because I'll just cut this out, cut this, and these will be my cutting guides. I just folded one in white paper. You can also use chipboard if you want, but white papers should be good. It should last you, and if it messes up, who cares, because it's paper. You can use it again. Oh, I'm gonna get a concussion. Oh. Okay, Jen, thanks for coming. I know it's kind of late, but I had started doing the YouTube settings for it, and then it wasn't showing up, so I thought I had did something wrong. But the thing, when you set it up through this program, it doesn't show until you start streaming. So that was the only thing. Okay, we want to tack this down. All right, we're good. Everything is tacked down. So, except for that. I forgot one. I forgot two. And I forgot three. We'll go back over it with Fabri-Tac. Night, June. All right. Since I had the paper, I just want to make sure that I'm going to give it a gentle bend and a roll on my desk. I'm rolling it on the edge of my desk so you can give that little curve. And the places that I hadn't tacked the little flower down, I'm going to do so now. Oh, that is too cute. And believe, this gives it, that paper, putting it on the outside, gives it a lot of stability. All right, now I'm going to find my scissors, which I have out because I am prepared tonight. I am a professional. All right. And the only thing is that this, and I hate to lose you, but you got to go. So the other thing that y'all know, I always have rolling ideas in the back of. I always got ideas. I still have 5 ideas I have to get to. Ooh, sorry. Oh, I screwed that one up. There we go. Oh, that's too cute. Y'all see that? Okay. And I do have to say, the tea dye is nothing like my tea dye, but probably because it was a little greenish. Oh, wrong way. That's the front. So, also what I'm going to do, and if you do it, I want to cut out my name because I have die cuts and letters, and I want to cut out my name and put it in here, and then maybe put a little pocket in here, maybe. Oh, that gives it some real, I like adding the lace and the paper to the back. It gives this spine piece a little stability. All right. And I did cut the leather with a rotary cutter. And I can see where I did not do a good job right here. All right. So, just get it a little bit of a push. So then you sew it in. And so this will be the start of your, oh, thank you, Tiffany. So this would be the start of, let me go out a little bit so it will give you, well, okay, here we go. I just want to make sure it gets in there. This, oh, y'all, can I just say this one more time? I love this freaking using the camera. And the papers are just a tad bit bigger. This needs to be bigger, so, I'll probably end up redoing it. or cutting the paper short. But this is the start of the album. So this is a grayish brown kind of leather. So it's 3D embossed. So I'm just going to go over everything I did. And it's using the Crafter's Companion 3D embossing folder. Which, oh, I got to give this away. Sorry. It's not this one. This one is this one, which is so cool. It's not specific because you can use it with, it has flowers, leaves, and swirls. And this is the back. So I like the way that this came out because it all kind of went together. So thank you, Talise, for the the bag of goodies. And then this is the spine. So I made sure this was in the middle. I probably will have some dangly bits coming down. I just don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to dangle. And no dirty remarks. Penny. So then when you open it, which I need to sew it in here. Again, this is the base, and I don't want to sew it in there because I don't want to sew it in just yet. Dog, watch out. I don't want to sew it in just yet because I will be pulling it out and working these pages. So I will sew it in at the end. But this will give you an idea of how it looks. And then you'll just open it up. And then you start with your first page. So you have this area, I think, to work on. You can either just do one big letter, like a letter. Right, Shirley? Thank you. I'm actually, oh, thank you, Yvonne. I'm actually very excited that it's clear. So, because I'm looking at it on, so I have an iPod. Of course, it's blue from my room. Ha ha ha. Oh, guess what? Guess what this year's, what did I say this year's color was? Wait a minute. Okay, I'm coming off of that. Didn't I send it to you, Talise? Or did I send it to the group? Oh, God. I am not even going to try to find it in that group. So we're going to go to the internet. So the 2020 color, and I can't see chat right now. So I'm going to show it to you, then I'll get back to chat. The color of the year. Hello, people. It's Pantone. It is a blue. It's a classic blue. There we go. 2020 color of the year. Y'all do not bother me about pink this year. Oh, hey, Greg. I didn't see you come in. How are you? Oh, I got to get with you, Greg, because my brother's he goes to Florida every year. He has a timeshare, so I may go with him this year since I'm not going to Creativation. I may go with him this year because he's not leaving till like that Friday. No, not pink. Hey, Jude. It's blue. Hee hee hee. Oh. Yes, blue. Okay, so I pulled this page out of a magazine. So I'm just going to kind of cover this first page. And I have to show you what I found at Staples. I thought this was so cute. Like I said, I'm not a junk journaler. I am learning. So this is my my journey into junk journaling. But I'm at Staples, and I see these punch cards for time machines. I was thinking, how freaking cute. So, no, blue, love blue. Okay, I'm reading chat and doing this at the same time. I thought how freaking cute, because if you journal or whatever, and I can waste one because they come in a pack of 100 for $10. No, sorry, a pack of 200. They're weekly time cards, And they're two-sided, so you got that side, and then you got that side. But I love this side. And there's 200 of them. They're 3.5 by 9. But what I appreciate about them is when I do my junk journal, I do have, and you can print smaller pictures or use your sprocket or whatever. Right, Tiffany? I couldn't help it. They actually had 2-packs. It took me a while I was running around with like 2-packs of them. But this is what I'm doing with them. I am going, when I do my junk journal, when I go like put it in there, I have that, what do you call it? The little mobile printer. And or you can size it on your computer and print it. And then just cut out your little Monday. Put your picture on there or stamp something on there. Or if you got like those stamps for your journaling with the smiley faces and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been watching the ladies, Mary, do junk journaling, and I'm like, oh my God, why have I not been doing this? It's so fun. But you can put your picture in there for that week, for that day, and then you can put the date in there or the date on the side. So whatever you want to do, or you can write down what you were feeling that day, what you did that day. But you don't have to have it just on the card because you can just cut them all out. Or even if you don't even use it for that, just to use it for that alone in a journal, heck yeah. So anyway, I couldn't help it. I had to get it. So, but that was my idea when I first saw it. I tell you, I have just rolling around in ideas. So, what I'm going to do is a Sunday kind of love, or on the back side, you have the theory, or let me see, don't blame me, it's harmony. I like a Sunday kind of love. And it kind of fits perfectly in here. I need bigger scissors. I got to make sure I don't have my dog around me because I almost ran over the dog the other day with the chair. Yeah, here we go. And then also I was thinking like use like the card pack because of course we're going to be giving it in case. Well, if any guy wants to join the swap, because I do have guys in my group that craft and make jewelry, bootsy. But if anybody like girls or whatever, and you know, like I'm feeling kind of blue, and then you say open on a Sunday kind of love, and then give them a message. That was one of the things. Print bigger than the day. Oh no, I have the little sprocket, and it prints really small. And then I have a little label printer that you can also, like, you know, if you want to print on that, or you can just write it in. My writing's huge, so I really prefer to print. My writing is horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And then, so I've been like going through and pulling out stuff that I can use for junk journaling. So I had a whole bunch of Anna Griffin, what do you call them? Card kits. So I'm going to use that in there. And then I pulled something out. Oh, here they go. God knows where I get things from. I think I got it from Tuesday mornings. But, so here is washi tape. I don't know how to say it right. Washi tape? Anyway, I'm from Illinois. Washi tape. And so this one actually goes really good with the paper. So I'm going to put this on the edge. And I got these at a scrapbook conference, and they're called, I forgot what they're called. Anyway, the lady was just starting the company, and they're plastic, and you put them on the edge of tape so that you can just pull them off. So I have them on a few. This one says, if they like to swim, if you know anybody like to swim or it's summer, it says live, laugh, and swim. This one says, the time is now, be fearless, find your voice, take chances, make a difference. It also has follow your dreams. I think those are the, oh, wait a minute, it has another one. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm an idiot. Don't pull down. It's warshy. I don't know how to say it. It's warshy. There's an R in warshy, okay? There's an R in wash. If you're from Illinois, y'all know there is a R in wash. Okay, wait a minute. I think I taped it on the back of, oh, here it is. The other one says, this is your life, seize it and make it amazing. So this one, this washi tape is pretty good. Soon as I, and you can tell I've never used it because it's still stuck. This is, of course, Tim Holtz. And it says, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. So I'm figuring that some of these washi tapes, when, you know, they're feeling some kind of way, you can put it on there. This one is just time and typing and stuff. And this one says, tomorrow is another day. Dream big, but first coffee. Dream big, but first coffee. Oh, my God. Yeah, if you get the swap and you get someone that... this is like the Fabri-Tac. But it's just easier to squeeze out. That's why I have a whole crap load. And whenever it's available, because it's not always available in the UK, whenever they have it available, I grab 5 or 6 things of it. Okay. Okay, we are going good. Let me see. All right. And we should be finished in about 15 minutes. I just wanted to show you about putting the pages down. So I'm going to put this page down. I'm going to make a small little envelope. Oh, crap. I wasn't supposed to... Okay. I was supposed to save this part. But this glue, it's Kalal glue, and it's the all-purpose. And it is not water-based. So it's going to give you that same... It's not going to, what do you call it? Curl your paper. And then I'm going to put this right here. Yeah, see, this is why I can't have the thing down there. And it gives you a little bit of room to adjust, just in case you need to. And where's my bone folder? Again. Oh, here it is. Or you can use one of those rollers. So, and you may need to refold it, of course. But you should have your guides already. And you just take it. So it depends on how you want to do it. I mean, you can put the whole thing down, or you can do it with one sheet. But I am going to put the little tab there and probably a magnet so that it'll stay down, because if it's big. So then you open it up. And for this person, they go to church, so Sunday kind of love. So open it up when you go to church. And I didn't like the way this folded, so I'm going to refold it. And you can keep on refolding it. If you have a good bone folder, it'll get those other lines out. So then, oh, I use those too. But you can put scrapbook paper in there if you just want to make it where you have just the triangular sheets or whatever. Or you can do that as well. So what I'm going to do now is, and I think I'm working off the first one. Yeah, I'm working off the first one. Is on this side, I'm going to put the pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the mini envelope punch board. You can get these really, really cheap at Tuesday mornings. If Amy comes in here, or I will text her, hey, Sandra. Oh, your phone died? Oh. Yes, still washy. But I find these all the time at Tuesday mornings, really cheap. I think they started off at like what, $16.99, $19.99 or whatever. I found them at Tuesday mornings for $11.99. I believe sometimes they are $9.99. So I'm going to just do a quick envelope with, what am I going to do it with? I want you can do a 1x1 up to a 4x4. So in this area, it's 4 inches by 6 inches. So I'm thinking maybe 2 inches. So a 2x2. So I'll need 3 3/8 by 3 3/8. So let me find a piece of paper. And you can use any type of paper you want. I'm hitting with the music theme, so I'm going to put... Am I decorating? I'm not supposed to be decorating, am I? So it's this way. Yes, we miss Amy. I'm glad she's working and getting her craft room and stuff together, but we miss her. She is a career woman now. Nighttime meds reminder for... Oh, yeah, Mark. Oh, wait a minute. I think Shirley already took care of her. I think I saw in chat. Right? I don't have budget for supplies. Mary, come over my house. I can give you supplies. All right, so that's my first one because it is on this side. So it's kind of the opposite. And then you can actually decorate here if you want to and put more tape, but I think I'm going to do a pocket right here. Or a stamp. I think I was going to do a stamp right here. I have a music stamp, so I'm going to stamp this whole side with the music. And then I have the washi tape, and then I'm going to put the pocket. I just haven't found the paper I want for the pocket yet. So maybe the vellum music note? Or a 2x2, will that be enough to even see it? Oh yeah, it would. That's not... I kind of like that that paper. Where's that paper we just finished using? Let's try this. Nope, don't like that either. See, this is why I cannot be, I have to have everything prepared because then I'll be like, don't like that. Nope, don't like that. Okay, what size paper do we need? 3 3/8. I don't know if this was enough. Nope. Nope. Don't like that. I'm so indecisive. I can come pick you up. We'll talk, Mary. We will talk. All right. So, I did take one of my little rolling carts and just put junk journal stuff on it. So, I have all the paper pads here. It's just deciding what paper you want to do. Yeah. Okay, so this is another one, Recollections, that, okay, do y'all remember, I think it was at either Michael's, they used to sell these, they're real cheap paper, there's 180 sheets. Hold up, let me see if I can get it all in here. It's 180 sheets, but because you did like paper crafting and stuff like that, a lot of people are like, don't buy that because of the fact that they were so cheap. Now I have a reason. I like that. And it has a lot of great sayings. Now I have a reason to use this paper because I do like the thin paper when I'm doing junk journals for some things. You will need more room than a cart. But these have, oh, I like that. Oh, wow. Hey, I can use these and oh, yeah. Okay. I just got an idea on that. Oh, I love that one too. Look at this. That's gonna be on the front of some of them. Then yes, thin paper can be your friend. See, this is why I didn't want to start decorating. Oh, I can use this one actually. No, I can't. It's too big. But I think I'm just going to do a plain sheet of paper for the pocket and stamp it. So I'm going to pull it out. One of these. This one didn't turn out so good. It like missed some spots as well. All right, let me move this stuff out of the way. Find the cutter. I swear I keep hearing a dog underneath me. 3 1/8. And I like this cutter because I am mathematically challenged. And it says 5 1/4, 5 1/2, 5 3/4. Hopefully it's not backwards. It has the 1/4, the half, and it don't make you try to figure it out. I'm just saying. I'm just a little challenged when it comes to measuring. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. 3 3/8. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be a small pocket. Okay, I know how to organize for next time. All right, so 3. Score line 1 5/8. Oh, I forgot this thing had like a little. Look at this. It's a little mini me. Hey, Toby. Oh yeah, I have the big Fiskars version. Got it. Is that Tiffany? Is that the one with the light? The Fiskars one? 1 5/8. Yep, and I like the fact that they put. Oh no, it's just this one. All right, and 1 5/8. And I think I'm supposed to do them all at 1 5/8, so I am. Well, this is a really small envelope. Okay, I cannot work with this small of a tool. My hands won't do that. It's starting to. Oh, you're lurking. Don't lurk. Come visit. See, this is where if I use that small of a tool, I'll start getting pain right all in here. But I did take some pain, some of that pain stuff, cream, and put it on there before I came in. Yay. Okay, it just makes the cutest little envelopes. Oh, I like the other way. All right, well. I like the cruddy part. I like it that way. I like that cruddy part right there. Drink time. Oh, no. What am I trying to do? I don't want to see that. So that means that this is too far in. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. And I just finished going through a coughing fit. Cleared up when I went to Illinois. Got back to Alabama. So, I want to put a wax seal on here. Okay, I had to mute real quick. Had a big coughing fit. Yeah, I do. I had some cough drops before I got up here, but and some chloroseptic, and then it just starts. If I talk too much, it start getting really hoarse in a little bit. That's why I said I was good for a couple of hours. I tell you, it starts acting up. Anyway, I have a wax seal that I want to put right here. So I'm going to wax seal this shut. So when whoever gets this, it won't be open until they get it. So that will go right there. But I want to put a pattern paper here, then put that on top, and then it'll have a little card in there. So let's see, cut this down. So you'll have your little card in there. Be wax sealed. Put it on there, and then they'll open it up. So, and then they'll find out what they have to do. And then, so I did already want that there, so I don't know what else I'm going to do. And then right here, you can put a tag or whatever. So whenever they finish doing it, I was thinking I would put like a pocket across here. And then the tag can go here, and they can write what they did on that day. And then I'm going to put another piece of paper. It's going to go over this. And that's where the message is going to go right here. So that's kind of how this is going to go. So we'll get more into decorating it. But, and it does, and you can see it's not going to bulk it up at all. So, this turned out really, really cute, this cover. Can't wait to sew it. So, that is how this is. So, it's not technically a junk journal, but it will be. Because we are going to decorate it with the junk journal part. So, we'll use all your old stuff. Hey, is Clint here? Hi, Clint. Hi, Debbie. Oh, I got 6 packs of Oh, my God. She lied. She got 8. I know, but they're napkins. Oh, my God. I got a whole drawer full of napkins. But I'm so excited. But I do like the fact of putting paper on this because it reinforces this edge. And if you're worried about this being too getting torn, like let me see, on the original, wherever it is, which I can't find right now. Oh, here it is. On the original, these are fine. The paper is actually fine for it to be 118 years old. I just can't believe. 120 years old. But you can see where right here, there's a hole. And then on the ones that were written, those start to rip. So I think having the paper over top of it will reinforce that area. So anyway, the first one is to be opened on a Sunday. So that's going to go in there. One of the people that I'm giving this to is in the church choir. So that's is good for them. I need a closure. So I was thinking of using some of the leather and to make a band from here to here. And then I have some tacks I can put in here. But then I would have to cover it on this side maybe with a pocket or something. So that's what I'm thinking. But it's very easy to make. With all the talking and everything, if I would have just shut up and made it, it probably would have took a half an hour. If that. And if I wasn't so indecisive. Uh-oh. I need to put that down. And I probably will come back with some fabric tack on this just to make sure it's down. But, so, and then once we finish doing everything, then I will sew it all together. Because I don't want to sew it together and then something happens and I have to to do something. So, but what did Clint say? I just said my grand. Oh, I'm so sorry, Clint. Oh my God. Is she sick or what's wrong with her? Hey, Carla, I didn't see you come in. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, you come to the right chat because a lot of us ladies had a lot of experience with recent relatives, close relatives passing away, parents, grandparents. So it's going to be hard, Clint. It's going to be very, very hard. Is she sick? Is there, I don't want to keep asking you stuff because I know you're probably very upset. But, I mean, you got to remember the good things. Just make sure that whatever you do, and this is for anybody, even if you don't like the person and their family member, and you like, I ain't talked to them in over 15 years, they can just go. But let me tell you, if they go and you don't say anything, you'll regret it. Doesn't matter what state of your relationship that you're in, make sure that you go and go see that person, even if they can't talk to you, because me and my family have had plenty of relatives where at the end they didn't even recognize who you were, but you as their daughter